The Bible is the main thing, okay? It's not devotion books about the Bible. It's not apologetics tools. It's the Bible. Okay, number 3, our third step in this journey of cultivating consistent family devotions is to be Bible focused. And I alluded to this earlier, but I really want to hit this point, and that is to keep the main thing the main thing. The Bible is the main thing, okay? It's not devotion books about the Bible. It's not apologetics tools. It's the Bible. So start and with the Bible, make that your primary focus. So let's walk through options. Group is the group experience. We're going to look at that first. Because my husband and I were kind of late starters to this whole thing, and we were learning too, this has kind of been our pathway to doing this with our kids who are grown and almost grown. But we do it together as a family, so that way that there's some accountability, and we keep it very simple. We read and discuss one chapter a day. It's very simple. We have a little opening prayer. We take turns. We take turns each day reading the chapter. So if it's my turn one day, it might be Bob's turn the next day, Monique's turn the next day, Abby or Emily, if they're at home from college, it'll be their turn the next day, and we just take turns reading the chapter. And then we discuss it. And what a discussion looks like is we ask questions, and we don't always know the answers to these questions, but we ask them. And we say things like, wow, this verse is really hard for me. Or I'm not really sure what I think about this. Or we say things like, this reminds me of this story in the New Testament that seems to be a fulfillment of this story in the New Testament. We say things like, I wonder where this place is on the map. And then we have a map nearby. A map is one of the tools that we often use, and we look it up. And if there's any places mentioned in that chapter, we'll kind of look them up as a family on the map. And sometimes that brings great insight into what's happening in the chapter. So we discuss however long that is until the 30 minutes is up. We got 5 minutes at the end. If there's any prayer requests, people want prayer for, and then a closing prayer, and that's it. There's no curriculum. There's no structure. This is the structure. This is the whole structure. This is it. It's very simple. And we take turns choosing the next book. So if it's mom's turn or dad's turn or Monique's turn or whatever, Abby chose the book of Esther one time. Emily chose the book of Acts when we were going into Pentecost. We all take turns suggesting a book that interests us. We just finished Leviticus. That was a long haul. There was a lot of things in there that I thought were fabulous. There were some things that none of us understood. But I'm glad, we were all glad when we did it at the end. We all said, like, this is great. Another thing that we do is when the book is over, we'll often have a discussion about, what do you think the main idea of this book was? And we try to take turns summarizing it. What was the big idea? So that's it. That's what we do. It's not complicated. So basic steps, if you want to try it this way, choose a time. We do 30 minutes Monday through Friday. We take turns for each task, so everybody participates. We started with a gospel. I think that's good. John is a very accessible gospel. Mark's a shorter gospel. Then you can move to an epistle. I think after we did John, then we did Ephesians. That's a nice kind of foundation, a lot of foundational ideas to the Christian life. And ask people in your family, what do they want to read? What are they interested in? I think at one point, Monique chose the book of Ruth. Nehemiah was one that Monique wanted to read through. Abby wanted to read through the book of Revelation. So that then we're letting everybody, kind of weigh in on things. And we have found that it helps to confirm the meeting time every day, because sometimes schedules are a little bit changing, or if Monique and I have meetings, so we have a little group text. And so we'll try to text each other toward the end of the day and say like, hey, Bible tomorrow at 8 or 8:15 or 7:45 or whatever we have to do. And that sort of a thing. And when friends come to visit, we don't shut it down. We just invite them to the table. So when my daughter had friends home from college, we just folded them right into it. And they thought it was great. And so we just folded them right into the rhythm. And, whoever is there, if kids home from college or bring friends home, everybody's going to come. We're going to have Bible together. All right. Couple of helpful tools, not necessary. Don't have to go out and buy anything. But we have found the Rose Book of Bible charts, maps, and timelines to be very helpful. That's kind of one of our go-to tools when we're like, where is this place? Or what's happening with all of these priestly robes in the book of Exodus, or in the tabernacle? Lots of great pictures there. You might consider a study Bible. Again, lots of charts, graphs. I think this picture is from the ESV study Bible. Now, I'm going to tell you a little tip about the ESV study Bible. It's like this thing. You're probably not going to take it with you to church unless had a really robust workout the day before. But it does have some great charts and graphs and pictures in it. So there is that.